Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Daria, and today's practice is called Light Bath. In this practice, we will use the idea of our awareness being like sunlight, and so it warms and brightens everything that it touches. This is a more full spectrum practice. We'll do a little bit of everything, and you'll just need yourself and some place to move. If you want to have a bolster or a blanket nearby, just for sitting poses at the beginning and the end of practice, that can be nice. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll begin today seated. So find a comfortable position. You can sit up onto a prop just to elevate the sit bones a bit. And then consciously place your hands onto your thighs, up or down. Allow your eyes to fall closed. And take a few moments to settle. Becoming still, becoming quiet. And shifting your awareness away from the world around you and towards your inner landscape. And right away, allow your awareness to wander through the world of your physical body. Imagine the warm light of your awareness traveling through different spaces, illuminating dark corners, and even softening little pockets of tension or holding. Whatever you encounter, allow it to be exactly as it is. And just notice the effect that drawing awareness to it has. Feel into your two sitting bones and let there be balance in the way that they are weighted to the earth. Feel your thigh bones descending, dropping, hip creases softening. Relax all the way down your legs to your feet and your toes. Feel the energy that you are both pressing into the earth and receiving back from it. Now, brighten the line of your spine. So grow really, really tall all the way up and out past the top of your head. You can imagine there's a ball of light hovering a few inches overhead, and see if you can gently stretch your head in that direction. Shoulders release, collarbones broaden, and then let your arms just hang from your back body and relax all the way down to hands and fingers. Start to shine awareness on your mental space. What thoughts are moving through? What thoughts are serving? Notice if there is a physical response to what you're thinking, or maybe an emotional response. And continue to do all of this without judgment from a curious place. Now let's start to breathe a little deeper. So your next inhalation travels a little further down into the pelvis and rises a little higher up to the chest. And then clear away any resistance with your exhale. Breathing in and out through your nose, gently cultivating Ujjayi pranayama, soft whispered ocean wave sound. Draw your palms to meet in prayer at heart center and dedicate yourself to the practice of noticing your awareness and where it wanders throughout this practice. Seeing if you can draw yourself back to your inner worlds and to every moment as it is. Take a deep breath in through your nose and take a sigh out of your mouth. Gently release your palms and blink your eyes open. Let's make our way into tabletop. You can take your prop out of the way if you were using one and find your way to hands and knees. Spread the corners of your hands and press into them and grip into all 10 of your finger pads. Then with your next breath in, begin to soften your belly. Let your sitting bones stretch toward the sky. Reach forward through your heart and lift your gaze up, moving into cow. As you exhale, press down. Tilt your sitting bones underneath of you as you get hollow through your front body, rounding the spine, chin falls to the chest. Cat. Again, inhale, slowly waving the spine so that the front body expands and the back body contracts. Cow pose. Exhale, do the opposite. Contract, compress the front body. Open up your back body, round and curl. Now take a few more rounds of cat-cows here, going on the rhythm of your own breath, and really allow this to be an exploration. So maybe you want to move a little slower, maybe a little faster. Maybe you want to add lateral glides, circles. Just play around and really start to connect to your intuitive sense. Let's go one more round wherever you are. And steady back to a neutral spine. Press your left palm down, and with your next in-breath, circle your right fingertips to the sky. Follow them with your eyes. As you exhale, right arm threads through, and the right side of your face lands to the earth. Now, continue to press your left palm down and feel the gentle twisting action through your thoracic spine. Thigh bones are pillars that are anchoring you down so the pelvis can float, the belly can soften. One more breath here. Next inhale, press to the left palm, unwind your right fingertips back to the sky, and as you exhale, return to tabletop. Inhale, left fingertips stretch up. Exhale, thread the needle, sliding through. Lengthen the crown of your head forward and then land the left side of your face. Breathing more space into the pelvic area. See if you could soften your pelvic floor. And gently open up through the right side of your rib cage. Next breath in. Press down, unwind, left fingertips reach up, and exhale back to tabletop position. Curl your toes under. Take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, lift your knees and hover them just an inch or so away from the ground. Press through the pillars of the arms to the hands to the earth, and really start to activate the midline, like your inner thighs are magnetized and your biceps are as well. Hug your belly button in and up towards your spine. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhale, tilt your sitting bones toward the sky. Press your hands down and forward and really slowly travel back into downward facing dog. And then take some time here. So you could explore through movement or just explore with your breath into the pose, shining your awareness through the back body, through the lines of your arms and your legs as they energize. And begin, as you're ready, to get steadier to the earth. Finding stability through the root points, the anchor points of fingers, toes, hands, and feet. And then get more spacious, sending the tip of the tailbone up and back. Maybe get a little bit broader across your sitting bones. Let's stay one more deep breath in. One more full breath out. Next, inhale, lift your heels, pull up through your quad muscles, and very slowly round forward into a high plank position. As you exhale, using core control, softly lower your knees for 3, 2, and 1. As the knees touch down, inhale to arc your spine. Tailbone lifts, heart looks up, eyes look up. Exhale with resistance, sit your hips back to your heels. but keep them hovering as you energize your arms and look forward through the heart and the eyes. Next breath in, round, coming through cat onto hands and knees. And as you exhale, we'll lower all the way onto the belly. So the tops of the thighs come down, the pelvis, the chest, the chin. Now stretch out your feet so the tops of the feet are flat and grip with your toenails. See if you can spread your toes. Take a breath in. Begin to hover your heart just a little away from the earth. Press your hands gently down and try, without actually moving, to drag them back. Resist forward with the light of your heart, moving into baby cobra. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, lower down. Now elongate your arms back behind you. Have your palms facing toward one another. And imagine you're squeezing a block between your hands. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your arms. As you exhale, magnetize your palms toward one another. Now keeping that action, see if you can imagine you're trying to press the tops of your hands outward, but without actually moving them. Good, stay. One more breath in. Maybe you grow a little longer. Maybe you lift a little higher. Exhale, slowly release. Now bring your fingers to interlace at the base of your spine. Heels of the hands together. With your next breath in, lift your heart. Draw back and down on your shoulder blades. And maybe the thumbs rise away from the sacrum. Stay here, or stretch your feet back and spread your toes so much so that the leg bones have to lift away from the earth. Hug the midline. One more deep breath in, lift taller. Deep breath out, lower down. Palms beside your ribs, tuck your toes. Take an inhale breath to prepare. Exhale, press either into high plank or move through tabletop, and then find your way back to downward facing dog. Driving into the L shape between your thumbs and your index fingers. Simultaneously hug in through the front of your rib cage and breathe into the back of your waist. Next, inhale, heels rise, slow round of the spine to come forward, high plank. Exhale, softly lower your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, spine arches, tailbone, heart, gaze up. Exhale, hips back, heart forward, active child's pose. Next breath in, tuck your pelvis, round forward, hands and knees. As you exhale, unfurl into high cobra, so tops of the thighs down, just a little micro bend in your elbows, and imagine the back of your rib cage is on a string and it's being pulled forward. Take another deep breath in, lift your pelvic floor. Exhale, either through hands and knees or roll over your feet to travel back into downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, round your spine and come forward, high plank. Exhale, knees softly land. Breathe in, cow pose. Breathe out, hovering child's pose, so move with resistance. Inhale, round, come forward through hands and knees, and exhale, slowly open up into cobra. Take an inhale breath to inflate the pose, brighten it, lighten it. Exhale, gliding back, downward facing dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Next breath in, turn your eyes forward to the top of your mat. As you exhale, very slowly, we'll travel there, one little baby step at a time. And we'll meet in ragdoll. So the toes are behind your wrists. The knees are really bent and everything is dropping. So think of your spine like a waterfall, just falling toward the earth. And then soften or close your eyes. You could take an arm variation if you like, whatever you want. Now visualize your breath is light. And let it travel along the lines of your spine and down the backs of your legs. It's like a warm, bright, golden, sunny glow. Two more rounds here. Feel free to move and wiggle if that's serving, or just be still. If you took an arm grip, go ahead and release it. Press through your feet and round your spine. We'll come all the way up to standing, rebuilding vertebra by vertebra up to the top until your head rises last and your shoulder blades settle down. Tadasana, feet hips distance or together. Next breath in, root to the earth, circle your arms wide and up. Your gaze goes up. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Again, inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale with a long spine, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, breath to flatten your back, halfway lift, tail back, crown forward. Exhale, palms to the mat, softly step back into high plank. Inhale, lengthen so the shoulders rock forward over the wrists. Exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbows, come down halfway. In breath, slide forward, up dog, thighs off the ground, maybe cobra if you like. And exhale, breath carries you back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhalation and a full exhalation. Breathe in, look forward, lift your heels and bend your knees. Breathe out, step or take a little hop to the top of your mat, unfold. Inhale, grow your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, just bow. Inhale, root to the earth with resistance, like you're swimming through water. Rise to standing, reach up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll do 2 more rounds, Sun A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, lift tall. Exhale, Uttanasana, diving down. Breathe in, spine long, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, Chaturanga, step back. Maybe you float back. And inhale, breath slides you through. Really bright across the collarbones. Exhale, breath, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, look forward, lift heels, bend knees. Exhale, step or hop to a fold at the top. Breathe in, spine long. Breathe out, just bow. Inhale, root to rise. Arms swim up, look up. Exhale, Tadasana. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, weight to the toes as you halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. In breath, sliding forward, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay, deep breath in. Full breath out. We'll be here for 5 more rounds. Stay in down dog if you want to create a little more heat in the body. You're always welcome to move into child's pose for these 5 breaths if you'd rather go there. Soften or close your eyes. Just feel where your awareness is wandering. Noticing the effects of it. Last breath. Meeting back in down dog, so find your way there if you're not. Then with your next breath in, stretch your right leg high to 3-legged down dog. As you exhale, left heel lifts. See how slow motion you can softly step your right foot to your right thumb. Come onto your fingertips and land your back knee down. Breathe in, pull your feet toward one another and reach your fingers to the sky for Anjaneyasana. As you breathe out, imagine or feel your tailbone descend, your pubic bone lift, and slide your hips down and forward. Take 1 more breath in here. As you exhale, turn in the direction of your front leg. So the left elbow comes forward, right one goes back. Arms are in this cactus shape. Imagine you could lift your ribcage off of your pelvis as you inhale. As you exhale, turn your left side towards your right. 1 more breath. Inhale, unwind, face the top of your mat. Reach your fingertips up and see if you can drive your big toes down to lift your back knee, high crescent lunge. Stay as you exhale. Shoulders are soft and the front ribs are connected. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Press down, round. Pick up your front foot and hover it back into downward facing dog. Next, inhale breath. Heels rise, round your spine and come forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. You're always welcome to skip these. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Next inhalation, left leg stretches high, three-legged down dog. As you exhale, slow, smooth step. Left foot through to left thumb. Back knee touches down. Inhale, reach to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, soften your hips, soften your jaw. Take one more breath in and feel that you're growing away from the earth, even as you root to it. And as you exhale, twist. Right elbow forward, left one back, cactus through the arms. Deep breath in, grow taller. Exhale, root your big toes and twist. One more breath. Next inhalation, unwind. Press down, lift your back knee and float your fingers to the sky. Stay as you exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, fingertips to the mat, round. Pick up your left foot, hover it back into downward facing dog. Take a breath in, lift your heels round forward through your spine into high plank. Exhale, come down halfway, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog or cobra, heart shines through. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Steady, deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, soft transition through to a lunge and your back knee meets the earth. Inhale, fingertips rise. This time, exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Lengthen your heart forward and then hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh. So we're moving into a twist. Really press your palms into one another. Grow your tailbone a little bit back and lengthen your heart forward, and then feel from your waistline up is where the revolution is happening. Maybe your eyes start to look up over your right elbow. One more breath. Next inhalation, unwind. Lift your back knee and stretch your fingers to the sky, high crescent lunge. As you exhale, open into warrior two toward the long edge of your mat. So feel the knife edge, the pinky side of your left foot get really rooted. Broaden across your collarbones and breathe to your back body. Drive your right knee back in space as though there's a wall behind you that you want to touch with that thigh bone. Take a deep breath in. Maybe sink in a little deeper as you exhale. Next inhale breath, reverse warrior. Right palm to the sky as you arc, up and back. As you exhale, press down, rise to standing. So stretch your right leg straight-ish and open your arms. Inhale, lean forward through the right fingertips, back through left hip. Exhale to Trikonasana, triangle. Right hand to your shin. Could be to your ankle, could be to the ground, just outside of your foot, maybe on a block. Eyes are gazing up toward the top arm. Sides of the waist are lengthening. Could you energize, brighten, lighten through everything a bit more? One more inhale, maybe your left arm circles forward over your ear, deepen that side bend. As you exhale, turn to the top of the mat. Place your palms and let's hover the right foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels round forward, high plank. Exhale, turn your heels to the right. So we'll come to the knife edge of the right foot. Feet could be staggered or stacked, opening into Vashisthasana, left fingertips up. Maybe the right knee is grounded for a bit more support. That's a great place to go. And then you can pick. You could stay in a more traditional side plank, or if you want to bridge your hips up, make it more of a rainbow arc as you circle the left arm over your ear, go there. One more deep breath in. And exhale, chaturanga, or just go right back to downward facing dog. Take one elongated breath through each part of your vinyasa. Next, inhale, breath, left leg stretches high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, softly, smoothly, left foot to left thumb, back knee meets the earth. Inhale, reach your fingers to the sky. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center, lean forward, and then twist. Right elbow outside of the left thigh. Feel your core, so hug in through your navel center. And on every exhale, see if maybe the twist can crawl a little bit more up your spine, maybe eventually to the neck, the head, the eyes. Next breath in, unwind, press down, lift your back knee as your fingertips float up, high crescent lunge. As you exhale, open into warrior two toward the right long edge of your mat. Find your feet, find your stance. Maybe we go a little bit wider. And then settle. Notice tension around the shoulders. Let it go, but stretch out past the tips of your fingers. One more deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm with resistance reaches all the way up and back. As you exhale, press down. Rise to standing, stretch your left leg straightish. Inhale, lean your torso a bit forward, and then exhale to find your way into triangle. And placing your fingertips wherever is available for you. Continue to find that press, the rooting into the knife edge of your right foot. The gaze can turn to look up. One more breath. Circle the right arm forward over your ear, but plug your shoulder into its socket as you go. And then with your next exhale, face the top of your mat. Plant your fingertips, lift your back heel and your whole front foot to hover back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift your heels round forward, high plank. Exhale, heels turn to the left. Vashisthasana, your version. So maybe on the left knee, maybe staggered feet, maybe stacked feet. And then, if you like, you can start to bridge your hips higher and swim your right arm forward. So you're creating a banana shape or a rainbow shape. Good. One more deep breath in. And take your exhale to chaturanga. Up dog or cobra as you breathe in. And down dog as you breathe out. Use your core strength to get you there. Let's clear some heat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Big sigh out of your mouth. One more breath like that. Inhale. Sigh it out. Exhale. And we'll go again, adding on just a bit. Breathe in and stretch your right leg high. Breathe out, right foot, right thumb, back knee to the earth. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Exhale, twist. Hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. Now this time, inhale to prepare. Curl your back toes under if they're not. As you exhale, press into your big toes. Stretch your back leg straight, really pulling up through the quad muscles so there's buoyancy to the pelvis. Then grow your heart forward. Inhale. As you exhale, soften your shoulders and revolve. Next, inhale, breath, unwind all the way open into warrior two. As you exhale, settle here. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, rise to standing, right leg straight-ish. Maybe you shorten the stance a little. Inhale, lengthen forward, and exhale to triangle. Take a breath in, gazing up. As you exhale, carry your left fingertips forward over the top of your head. Good. Now, inhale, gaze down towards your right big toe. Bend that knee a little. Exhale, crawl your right fingertips forward and wide and launch your left leg up to the sky. Left arm up to the sky, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Dig your right big toe down. Flex your left heel back. Grow through the sides of your body. Gaze could be down, to the side, or maybe up to challenge your balance. One more deep breath here. Exhale, bend into your right knee. We're gonna step back into triangle. So land the left foot, crawl your right fingertips back. Inhale, open it up here one more time. And exhale, hands to the mat, press down, round, pick up right foot, hover back, down dog. Inhale, heels lift, round forward, high plank. Exhale, rolling to the right foot, Vashisthasana. If you wanna play this time with the variation, where you step your right foot flat, bend your knees, really like backing off of the wrists, and then maybe left arm rises, maybe the left leg rises, maybe it just hovers, or maybe you press to the earth and see if you can carry your left knee really high. And then play around, expand this however you like in your body. Just take another breath or so. And with your next exhale, moving through a vinyasa or just right back to down dog. Up dog or cobra is the in-breath. Down dog is the out-breath. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot through. Back knee down, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, palms to prayer. Hook right elbow outside left thigh. Press your hands into one another as you lengthen. Exhale, back toes curled under, lift that knee. Inhale, reach back through your right heel, forward through the crown of your head, and exhale, spiral right side toward left. Next inhale, unwind. We'll open up into warrior two. As you exhale, settle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up and back. Exhale, rise to standing, stretch the left leg straight-ish. Option to shorten your stance. Inhale, lengthen forward, preparing. And exhale, moving into Trikonasana. Gaze goes up, breathe in. Breathe out, carry your right arm forward over your head. Now, inhale, gaze down, bend your left knee. And crawl your left fingertips forward and wide as you exhale, launch into your left foot. Right arm goes up, right leg goes up. Ardha Chandrasana. And then grow, lengthen, energize. How long can you get? One more deep breath in. Exhale, bend your left knee, reach your right toes toward the back of your mat. Could be a shorter stance because we're just going back to triangle. Inhale to stretch the left leg straight-ish, look up. Exhale, circle your fingertips to the mat, press down, round your spine. Pick up the left foot and hover it to down dog. Inhale, heels rise, rounding forward, high plank. Exhale, turn your heels to the left, find your side plank version. So maybe bending the knees, backing off a little bit, press your left foot flat, and then you could play with right arm high, right knee high. Breathing and flooding your body with light. One more breath here. And take your exhale into your vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Deep breath in through your nose. Sigh out of your mouth. One more time, one more breath like that. Inhale fully. Open mouth, sigh. Breathe in, lift your heels. Breathe out, bend your knees. Bring them to the earth. We'll come to seated. Spin so you're facing toward the longer edge of your mat. If you want to prop your sit bones up onto a block, a bolster, a blanket, that can be helpful for some people. So we're going to come into a straddle position with one leg. So extend it out to the side. And then your opposite heel is going to hug just in front of your pelvis. And then see if you can find even rooting onto both of your sitting bones. As you breathe in, stretch your arms wide and up to the sky. As you breathe out, slide your right hand just along the inside of your leg, about as far as it'll go. So maybe out to the ankle or the foot. And then you can use your elbow and the upper arm bone to drive that leg back. Turn your gaze up. Plug your left arm into its socket and then circle your arm all the way overhead as you lean to one side. So it's like you're trying to reach to catch for your foot, and possibly you will, but it doesn't matter. Really just finding expansion and space along the whole left side of the body. And then see if you can imagine you're breathing more through your left nostril, your left lung, and into the left side of your rib cage. Let's stay here just for a few more rounds. Slowly make your way out. Left fingertips rise back up, and then imagine someone's pulling on them to lift you out of the position. We'll switch sides. So the right heel draws in, the left leg opens up wide. We're sitting tall onto the sitting bones, maybe using the assistance of a prop if that's helpful for you, especially if the hamstrings are a bit tight or if you know that your pelvis has a tendency to kind of tuck under. As you breathe in, arms circle wide and up. As you breathe out, left hand glides along the inseam of your leg all the way out as far as it'll go. Plug your right shoulder into its socket. Turn your gaze up and then carry your fingertips all the way up and over. So the left elbow, forearm maybe will come down. And you can let two sides be different. So maybe it was a little more open on the first side. Maybe this side's a little more open. Just notice. And then breathing to your right nostril. Right lung, right side. It can be a little revolution of your heart to the sky, avoiding dropping or sinking your sternum. See if you could stay lifted there. Last couple breaths. Slowly lift your right fingertips back up and then imagine someone's holding your hands to pull you up. Slow, slow. Coming back to center. Good. Facing any direction you wish, we'll move into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet are together, the knees are wide. Hug your heels in close to your sit bones. Catching onto your ankles, take a breath in and sit really tall. Imagine that light is hovering above your head again and you're stretching up into it. And then as you exhale, leading from your heart space, we'll bow forward. Maybe the hands stay on the shins or the ankles for a bit. Maybe eventually crawl your fingertips out. You could soften the forearms down. Let your eyes get soft, like whatever you're looking at is getting blurry, or maybe they fall closed. Jaw is relaxed, teeth are unclenched. And then breathe. Awareness to everything you're feeling. Last breath here. Let it be long and full and deep. And slowly rise back up. Crawl your fingers in. And then hands to your outer thighs. Let them be heavy and so you have some resistance as you close your legs together. Then walk yourself up to the top of your mats. Root your feet. Take a breath in as you stretch your arms to the sky. As you exhale, we'll roll down the spine, one vertebra at a time, really controlled through the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the back of the heart and the back of the head. Open your arms up wide. Crawl your heels in so that you could step your feet down. Lift your pelvis just a touch, slide it to the left, and then re-anchor. Hug your knees in as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, find an easy supine twist so the knees fall to the right. Your gaze can look to the left, and feel your shoulder girdle soften and press down. Let all your muscles and all your bones begin to relax. Let it be a process of relaxing. So if there's still some resistance or like trying to not give in to gravity. Let that be okay, and just working toward a more relaxed, easygoing state. Slowly begin to roll yourself through the center. Step your feet flat. Lift your pelvis and slide it off just a little to the right. And then re-anchor, hug the knees in. And on an exhale breath, the knees will fall to the left. See how much you can open up across your heart. And drop and breathe and just let it all go. And roll back to the center. And let's hug both knees into the chest. Curl your chin up, wrap your forearms around your shins, and give yourself a really tight squeeze here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, open up into Savasana. Arms, legs wide, everything settling and dropping. And really allow yourself this space and time to practice stillness, surrender, silence. There's nothing you have to do except simply be. Begin to gradually call awareness back to your body. Take a few deeper breaths, continuing to rest here. And when you're ready, you can begin to wake up. Your hands, your feet, fingers, toes. Just take some little movements. On a breath in, grow long. Stretch your arms back overhead and reach your legs forward. And as you exhale, bend your knees and we'll roll to your right side for fetal pose. Just letting it all melt here. Then press down and find your way up to seated. You can use a prop again if you like. We'll close our practice here, finding spaciousness through the seat. Palms up or down, eyes soft or closed. And then just as we did at the beginning of practice, let your awareness be like sunlight, traveling through the space of your physical body. And just observe what has brightened or illuminated or softened in this practice today. Feel into the quality of your energy, the qualities of your thoughts. And then whatever the outcome is, just let it be. Draw your palms to meet in prayer at heart center. And before you move back into the rest of your day, just ask what you'd like to create. What do you want to generate? And hold this with you moving forward. Take a deep inhalation through your nose. Big sigh out of your mouth. Lift your heart and bow, chin to chest. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. I hope that you found it interesting, fun, uplifting, whatever your experience was. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, please leave them for me below. I love hearing from you. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that below as well. You can also join as a monthly donation member, and all of this is very helpful to support me and my channel. Have a great rest of your day or night. I'll see you soon in another practice. Bye.